Live from the MC.
We're gonna have to. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
No, I'll hold it right here.
I guess we right here with
I'll
it.
hold it right here. We can lean
yo,
either way. I mean, listen, we gotta make it
The
work.
real DP.
Yo.
Barbie out here getting this real DP.
Yo, son.
Let's start it.
Yo,
Let's start it
Make
out.
it work.
Let's start it
Let's
out.
make
man.
it work.
Can we-
baby.
can we have-
Live from the MC. The blooper reel is always the best
Yo,
one.
right?
That shit never fails.
The bloopers is the intro right
The
here.
intro. Oh my God.
Yeah, real intro. Intro for real right now.
Live from the MC.
Welcome back, everybody, once again to another episode of the DP, the Behind the Music edition. Joining us today, we have none other than Stacks the Plug, as always.
That's right. You know we're here to interview these artists out here, man. Give them some shine. Let the stars shine.
I'm also here, your boy, a.k.a. Live from the MC. Finally got a nickname out here worthy for these streets.
We clearing milestones out here. We're clearing milestones.
And last but not least, the moment you have all been waiting for.
Aplauso, coño.
Coño,
Aplauso, coño.
Dale,
Right.
esta mujer vino for the DP.
That's right.
The real DP. You heard?
Right. Behind the music, baby. Let's go.
The Behind the Music DP with none other. No, hold up. Let's. I need it from the top.
You need it from the top.
need it from the
You need it
top.
from the top because this introduction needs to be right.
I need it from the
This
top.
introduction deserves its fucking justice. All right? Oh, no.
Okay. See, that's what I mean. Playing from home base, man.
That's right.
Our very own from right here. I'll personally call her the queen because until you don't see her and beat her with some lyrics, then she's gonna be the queen as it remains. You know?
I like that.
I like,
Absolutely.
no venga with that heat. Barbie's the queen. You feel me? And if you want to be the queen of Dyckman, you're gonna have to see Barbie before we verify that. You heard?
No blue checks without that pass. No fucking blue checks. Welcome fucking Barbie, man.
Hey.
Come on. From right here.
Que lo sepa.
So right off the bat, Barbie, I see that on IG is Barbie LaVie.
Yes,
Is
that's
that
correct.
Did I pronounce that right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could say Barbie LaVie.
Barbie
I
LaVie.
like the way that sounds. I like the way that sounds really
Esa
good.
mujer está exótica.
Oh,
Period.
like that.
So Barbie, let's start right there. How did your name come about?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, guys, first of all, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Thank you
of
for
course.
coming.
It's definitely a pleasure and an honor. Barbie is short for my government name, which is Barbara. So I've been called Barbie since birth.
Boom.
Oh,
Easy.
boom.
Easy.
Like,
Ya tú sabes. And then LaVie came from the movie Rent. I was watching the movie Rent, and when they were singing La Vie Bohème, I was like, I like that, La Vie. And I found out it was French for the life, and I was like, oh, Barbie, the life of the party.
Oh, I like
I
that.
like that.
I like that.
Thank you.
It rolls well too. That's a nice little origin story for the name. I love
Yeah,
that.
right? Thank you, boo.
And it's been around forever too, man. For those of you that don't know, I've known Barbie for a very long time.
Yeah.
Both of us have,
both
really.
known Barbie
Both
for a
of
very
us have
long
known
time.
Barbie for a really, really
Yep.
long time. We grew up a block away from each other, so I've known Barbie since we was fucking kids.
That's a fact.
So it's a pleasure to have you here because I know you sleep, eat, and breathe Dyckman. You're homegrown.
Yep.
You've been around here from the beginning, from
Yep.
before all the clubs was there.
Okay.
From before all the clubs was
Before
there.
the Dyckman Strip. That's
Before
right.
the Dyckman Strip existed, me and Barbie were out here
That's
running
a fact.
around.
Before Starbucks.
Before all, wow, before Starbucks. I barely even remember a time before Starbucks anymore.
Yeah. So
Next thing you know, we're gonna be walking to Whole Foods and shit in the hood. It's gonna be
Trader Joe's.
un Trader Joe's ahí.
and they're gonna be like Whole Food y Trader Joe.
Ya sabe, yo. Oh my God, all them stolen shopping carts is gonna be everywhere. But it's definitely a pleasure to have you here.
Likewise.
So thank you for sure. We're just gonna get to know you a little bit more as an artist. You know, your experiences, your inspirations, what drives you.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, Barbie, so now that you gave us a little history behind your name, the next thing I would like to get into is that how did you start getting into music? What inspired you?
I would say I've always been into music since I was very young. I didn't really know that I was gonna be in music. Like when you little, you like 5 or 6, they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? I was like a teacher, something cute, just something to help others. But then I like started noticing like I was very artistic. I would get into drawing, painting, and I've been doing that all the way up until junior high school. Once I got to high school, that's when I realized my passion for performing in front of people. I'm like, nah, the stage, this is where I belong.
Yeah, highlight that because there's a lot of artists that could rap behind a mic, but they can't get in front of a stage.
Right. I don't want to sound cocky or nothing, but let me tell you. Let me break it down for y'all.
Go ahead.
I'm not your average artist. I sing, I rap, I write my own music, I perform, and I record.
One-stop shop.
Okay?
One-stop shop.
BJ's don't got shit on me.
Let's go. Barbie keeping all the money in-house.
Yes.
In-house. I like that.
Ya tú sabes.
So you're really an artist in the sense of the word. It's not just like, you're just out there singing. Or you're working on every single part of your craft.
Right. Absolutely. You said it. And it's just, I'm so passionate about it that I can't see myself doing anything else other than music. So I even quit my job in December, guys.
Yeah?
All out.
Oh my God. That's full-time dedication.
Yeah.
And that's not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
Especially coming from a Hispanic parent's background. They're like, what are you doing? What the fuck you mean?
Oh, I heard it. I heard it from my mom. She supports me, but because she loves me and she's like, I love you, I support you. But she was a little,
of course.
Like, what are you going to do? I'm like, Mom, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, they come from that old school, Back then, they weren't really able to express themselves too artistically. It was like, vete a trabajar. You need to provide.
There wasn't no time for that. Nobody had time for that.
Yeah, nah.
That's a fact.
So that's a blessing, though, that at least, although I'm sure she had like her thoughts, she was like, all right, but you know what? That's what's up. That you got that support system.
Absolutely. I got it from mommy and from daddy.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Because sometimes I've known people that their own family will beat them down.
Yep.
And you don't got that strong team in your corner.
And it's even harder without that support. Yes. So support it goes a long way. Like I think Jay-Z said the only support I ever needed was no support, which is also true. Mm-hmm. But it's so much better with support. Of
course. It's an easier road.
Yeah.
It's an easier road. And you've been doing this for how long? So when would you say you wrote your first song and what's like your first performance?
Like what happened to drive you to basically just dedicate yourself to it? Did any event happen that you were
I'm
like
gonna answer both of y'all questions at the same time?
Oh,
spicy!
Oh,
it's the fucking DP for real.
The DP. All right. I started with writing poetry at 9. Okay. So like in 4th grade, 9 years old, I was writing poems. Poetry turned into music at 15.
Okay.
So that's when I started. I was in high school already. I started writing music at 15. How did I get into it? Was when I was in high school, I used to do these little talent shows. So when I used to do talent shows until 18 in junior high school, it was just reading poetry, little cute shit. Yeah. But when I did the talent show in high school, I was singing a song and I seen the audience. I'm like, nah, this is where I belong.
That feeling.
that feeling when you on stage. Like, one of my favorite feelings is to be in the booth, recording and creating music and even writing. But the best feeling in the world is being on stage.
Okay.
Nothing tops being on stage.
It's the performance for you.
Okay.
It's the performance for me.
Barbie lived for the spotlight. I love that.
I do.
I love that. Because like he was saying before, it's a lot of people that kind of, And I'm sure still sometimes you feel those little butterflies before, but it's different when you're in your element. You get up there, you get that flow going, and it's just natural. There's some people that just exude that.
Yes.
And I think you have that.
Thank you.
Yo, in spades.
Stage presence.
You like that? You like that SAT
He
word?
said it. I exude. Let me tell you, I'm going to use Ivan's word. I exude confidence.
Oh.
I exude love.
Oh.
Okay, and I exude talent. Let's get it.
Beautiful. Coño, dálmele shots ahí. Diablo. That's what's up. Okay. All right. So I know you said you do a lot of different things. If you had to say, besides the performing aspect of it in terms of like rapping versus like singing versus different type of jumping back and forth from different genres, what would you say is your favorite type of music to perform?
I always refer to myself as hip hop because I kind of gravitated to the rapping and I got bars. Like, I can honestly tell you, I don't put myself in a box. I don't have like one favorite. I love all of them. Like, if I could do a little bit of everything, I'm doing a little bit of everything. I listen to people from Amy Winehouse to Big Pun to fucking gospel music.
Yeah,
you know,
like that?
I just go back of like
So you have no
salsa,
specific
merengue.
genre of music, basically.
Right. Like, I like all genres. I'm eclectic.
Okay. Oh, another fucking $1 million word.
Yeah, with it.
Well, Sister Act told me that word, okay?
They don't know about Sister Act no more. They don't know about that shit no more, Sister Barbara. They don't know about that.
Shit. Well, let's let them know.
Is there any artist that inspires you to make music?
Yeah, there's lots of artists. Female, male.
Give us both.
Any specific artists that you will look up to?
Yeah. There's Big Pun, Eminem.
Shout out BX.
Yes.
Ooh.
DMX, prayers go out to him. I
I
hope
like
he
how
gets
she
that,
started that list.
Yeah, that's a solid
Fab,
list.
Nas, Eve, Little Kim, Remy Ma, Missy, Lauryn Hill, Selena, Christina Aguilera. You know, those are the vocalists.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I just be all over the place. 112, Jagged Edge,
112.
Drew Hill. Like, I just listen to everything. So there's I get inspiration from a lot of different artists. So, like, if you hear me singing, you'll probably hear me get my ad-lib ideas from like a Cisco from Drew Hill or, 112 or something like that. If I'm rapping, that aggression that I spit with, that's Little Kim. Like, Little Kim is the reason why I even rap.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you have the CD? You got the hardcore CD back
yes.
then? Okay.
I definitely had that. And mommy let me buy it.
I'm surprised, yo, because I saw that cover and at that time I was like, Diablo, y esta ratrería.
Let me tell you something.
I loved it.
Is that my mother? She curses in every sentence, so she didn't care if we listened to that shit.
She's like, oh, this is the English version of me.
Yeah.
All right, this
Well,
is
she
good.
speaks English, so
¿Verdad? ¿Verdad? So that's it. Okay.
Ya tú sabes.
That's what's up. At least they let you rock, because I remember, I could tell you a story of mine personally.
Yeah.
I had a Big Pun CD on in the car, and we were younger, and my dick comes on, and my parents
love
are
that
driving. My parents are driving, and we in the back seat, and that shit comes on, and if halfway through they just turned, they was like, "Eso es lo que a ti te gusta, my dick, my dick, my dick."
My dick, get
I
off
was like,
my
yo,
dick.
that's not all it's
That's my
about,
shit.
But yo, I love that shit too, man.
Oh, yeah. Y'all used to blast that shit.
Oh, but at least you had that, like they gave you that little bit of freedom for
Yeah.
you to experience
Yeah.
that and pull little bits and pieces to create your own unique artistry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I'm sorry that you had to hear it on the low. Like,
No, yo, all the time, like that with the
shit.
Walkman,
Yeah.
calladito.
like chill. Mommy can't hear this.
Yo, it was a problem every time.
Ay, Dios mío.
But that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, Barbie, when you go in the booth, do you have like any specific creative process?
When I'm in the booth, by the time I hit the booth, I already got my track, my whatever I'm recording written. Okay. It's either in my phone or in my notebook. I just recently, I would say maybe like a year. Yeah, a little over a year ago, I went from my phone back to my notebook because it's a different feeling.
Really?
When you write with a pen to a paper, it's so different from writing it in your phone.
Wow.
Now I only utilize my phone like if it's an emergency. Like if I don't got a notebook, okay, oh, a verse came to my head, I'll jot it down real quick so I don't forget it. But the creative process is usually in my house, or sometimes I'll have writing sessions with people I do music with. Now we do it virtually, so we'll have a Zoom meeting where we all playing the beat.
Share the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's really dope.
So does it just depend like on the beat or who you're working with to like tackle a song? Like for example, you say you sing and you also rap. So my question basically comes down to if it's a rap song, as opposed to like an R&B song, is your creative process different?
Absolutely, very, very much so. So
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes,
like
that's
that.
a very good question.
I want to hear this.
Yes, I commend you for that one. That's a good question.
Because if you got some DMX bars, you outside drinking Henny. You feel me? If you got an R&B song, then you in the bathtub sipping on wine.
Candles lit.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
Okay. Fact. So talk to us about it a little bit.
So, being that I do both, sometimes I listen to the beat and it depends on what I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll do, most of the time, yo tiro lo do. I do both. I'll sing and rap.
Okay.
If this is a strictly rapping song, it comes easier to me. It's just like writing a poem, just like figuring out the flow, how I'm gonna deliver it, what words I'm gonna emphasize on. Make sure I got, a couple of metaphors, my multi-syllable rhyming and all of that shit. And, really like figure out how I'm gonna structure it. I play with it. Like sometimes you'll see me scratch shit out, put something else, try it differently. When it comes to singing is a whole other ball game.
Really?
Yes, and it's so much more complex because, first of all, singing, period, is more complicated than rapping. You have to have breathing techniques. You have to be able to hit and hold certain notes, riffs and runs and ad-libs and all this other shit. Where rapping is like, don't get me wrong, rapping has its complexities too. But it's for me, like, it's just like...
It's natural.
It's natural to me, you feel me? So with singing, is like you got to figure out, first of all, what type of voice do you have? Me, I already know I'm not a Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey singer. But just because I'm not a Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey category, it doesn't mean that I can't sing. There's different singers for different lanes.
Yes, absolutely.
So I just I'm sharing this with you guys because it's kind of personal.
Hold on.
Exclusive on the DP.
Live from the MC.
Let's go.
It's personal to me because I, like, growing up doing both, I've had people critique me and tell me that I'm a better rapper than a singer. So because I've heard that maybe not so many times, but maybe once or twice, it got to me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to forget the singing and I'm going to just stick to the rapping. And that's what I started doing. And then I heard people like, yo, I miss your singing. Like, why you not singing no more? I want to hear a song from you. I need R&B. And I'm like, me? From me? Why? Like, what's so special about me? But then I realized, I'm like, you know what? I have a voice. It's just that it's not Mariah, Whitney Houston. It's Barbie LaVie.
Yes.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
So I was like, all right, I'm a do so. I have an R&B coming out. It's not out yet. It's coming out soon. Yeah, it's called Supernova.
Oh, when can we expect that?
In May.
In
so
May.
Next month.
Oh, next month. Hot for the summer.
Yeah.
Hot for the summer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's dope. That's dope. I wanted to ask you too. I know we were talking before, like, about people that inspire you. So, like, I always feel like this is a good question. If you could make a track, since you do both, actually, now I'm gonna give you two options.
Okay.
You can pick a rapper to do a track with, or a singer to do a track with. From past, present, whatever. If one of those, a dream person for you to do a track with, who would that be? If you could throw out one track that would put you on the map because you would mesh well with this person, it's a dream, who is that person?
That's a very good question. And I'm like sitting here thinking about that because it's like,
take your time.
We live in such a different world today than we did back then.
Yeah.
If it was back then, I would have probably been like Mariah Carey or Amy Winehouse if it was like maybe 10 years ago. But now it's like, I don't know. I do like Little Baby.
Okay.
I do like Little Baby. If it has to be now, I would say him or Cardi B. I love me some Cardi.
Okay, I could see y'all mesh well on the track.
I love
I
me
could
some
definitely
Cardi.
see that.
But if it was like all time, if Big Pun was still here, it would definitely be Pun. But I would love to get on a track with Eminem.
Really?
Eminem is another one that. My God, I used to listen to Marshall Mathers on my way to high school. Like,
oh, me too.
Yes.
Me too, man.
On the train ride, right?
Hell yeah. On the CD player that didn't fit in no pockets.
Yeah. No pockets.
The CD
like,
player didn't fit in nobody's pockets.
I'll hold it on the train and shit.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Eminem. All right. What about singer-wise?
Singing-wise. My girl Riri, I don't even know if she's still doing music.
I mean, she got a
Rihanna,
whole lot of other shit going on.
Yeah.
She's out there building a fucking empire.
I love me some Riri. But I also love Jhené Aiko. I would definitely get on a track with Jhené Aiko. She inspired the R&B that I got coming out.
You hear that, Jhené? Yeah. We need the feature coming soon.
Yes, honey, yes.
We need that shit.
Love
Reach out.
Jhené.
Show Dyckman some love.
Yes.
Barbie's out here. Okay, that's dope.
Mm-hmm. Well, Barbie, what would you say is your favorite and least favorite part in the music industry?
Today.
Yes. Today.
Okay. What I do like, I'll start with what I do like, is the fact that a lot of the youth is getting on. I love that a lot of young kids are interested in the music industry and stuff like that. There's a lot of talent out there. I don't like what they're pushing. I don't like the fact that a lot of the kids today like a lot of watered down shit. Like, it's just they're really after the dances and the catchy hooks and what can I do a TikTok to? It's no more substance.
It's more about the gimmick.
Exactly. What gimmick do you got? Like, 6ix9ine got the rainbow and all of that stuff and the clout thingy, so that worked for him because I can't necessarily say he got bars, but I fuck with 6ix9ine. I like him as a kid, but I don't like him as an artist.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
But I guess you're right. It did work out to him he's doing all right.
Yeah. Well, yep. I give that to him. He a hustler. He know what to do and he doing it right.
Yeah.
In
his own lane.
Exactly.
In his own lane.
In his own lane.
Okay. Well, I respect that.
So what would you say is your least favorite part of the music industry?
My least favorite is the fact that I feel like I think I said the no substance. I feel like back then we had a lot more rhymes about life, about struggles, pain, losing somebody, breaking up with a girlfriend, stuff like that. And now it's just they're pushing like, it's I'm sad, I turned to drugs. Yeah. Pills this pushing. And every another thing I don't like is what they're trying to push with the females. Like, every female got to look a certain way, and it's like they're all gorgeous. I don't knock none of them girls that are rapping, and they look amazing. They're eye candy. But not every woman needs to look like that.
Of course.
And there's a lot of women that don't look like they do that have talent. So that's why I'm pushing the body positivity and self-love and embracing yourself, loving the skin you're in. That's important to me. And I feel like that's important to the youth. You feel me?
That's the substance she was saying is missing.
Yeah.
That's the substance. And I think, I would say, I'm pretty sure you're inspirational to a lot of people. Because it's a lot of people, like you said, that are just not comfortable with what they I feel like a lot of people, what I'm trying to say is, like, I feel like a lot of people kind of see, like you said, the same cookie cutter mold, and it's like, I have to fit into this.
Yeah.
And I feel like that extinguishes a lot of the talent, because then you kind of get in your own way and you're like, you know what? Then this just ain't for me if I can't look like that.
Right. Bingo. You said it.
And that's really whack, because Lord knows the kind of people and talent that we've missed out on just because somebody kind of fell down on themselves, and that's really whack. So I love that you push that.
Thank
I
you.
love that, and that shit is super inspirational. You're not just looking out for you see the impact that there is across the board.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Fuego.
Make sure to highlight that as well.
Absolutely.
Real shit.
So, all right. So let me ask you a little bit more about, like, the struggles of being an artist. Was there ever a time that you felt you were ready to give up? Was there ever a time that you were so like things had gotten difficult to the point that you was like, you know what, I'm done with this shit? Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, man. I love that.
Yep. I hit those little bumps in the road. There have been times where I have had like moments that I questioned, like, should I still be doing this? I try to figure out, like, is there something else that will make me as happy as music makes me? And I try to think about it, and I couldn't come up with anything. Just not being content or happy at any job at all. Like, it didn't matter what I did. Like, don't get me wrong. I loved working with kids. Anytime I worked out of school, it was great. I love kids, but it didn't pay good.
Right.
So there's that. And then I move out of New York, find me, you know, the customer service phone jobs, and that is a pain in the ass.
Of course. Of course.
You know, it's a pain in the butt. And it's just like, I'm like, damn, I'm not happy. Like, the only time I'm truly happy is when I'm writing or in the studio or performing. You know, that's when I'm like me. That's when I'm in my element. And there were moments where I said, you know, I'm getting older. A lot of people put themselves as an age limit, and they're like, you know what, it's time to hang it up. And I told myself, I'm like, when I reach a certain age, I'm gonna hang it up. I reached that age, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it.
Fuck that.
I can't do it.